Hello everybody, welcome back to Same Spirit Gaming. My name is Matt.
And I'm Jordan.
And we're back with more Ori and the Will of the Wisps. So, Ori has gained a light sword thing.
It's super cool.
Bit more close quarters than, you know, the last game's combat method, but still seems pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Ouch. Ouch. Okay, well, I took 2 hits from that thing. I probably can't take any more without, you know, having to restart or whatever. Hello. Magnet. Gain a new spirit shard. Orbs float to Ori from further away. Press that to equip. Okay. Oh, so I've got like 3 specific slots for these spirit shards.
Interesting.
So it seems like maybe we're not quite gonna have the leveling up system like we had before. But then that makes me wonder about the ability points. Because we have gotten ability points.
Right.
So then how, pray tell, are they used?
You have to unlock it. I don't know. What more do you need than a lightning sword? Or light sword?
Guardian of the Marsh. Quolok. Okay.
Wallach's Hollow. You've unlocked the map.
Well, I already had the map.
I'm just kidding.
That seems like quite a ways away relative to where we've been.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that Ori will pretty much like stay in midair while jumping and attacking
Yeah.
adds a little bit of extra cool factor. I don't know if I should be going down this way though, because the objective is kind of up. Oh, hey, I can break those things now to gain health. Okay.
Sweet.
Oh, okay. Barely survived that one. Jeez. Okay, so probably can't go this way, because that's another spirit gate thing that needs keystones.
Yeah.
Can I go down below here? No. So maybe I do have to go down where I was going before.
Huh.
Well, hey, you know what? It looks like it actually kind of respawned the health stuff, so I'll take that.
Jeez.
Also, at least so far, this does not seem to have the same, like, save system as the first game.
I was wondering that. Yeah, like you can't save anywhere you want. That was a unique element of the last one.
Okay, I can't seem to... Also can't go down through that, so... Guess I gotta go this way. Alright, so I really don't know if I should bring this up. And honestly, by the time this video even goes up, I wonder if it would even be in the public eye, so to speak. I'll wait a second before I say what I'm thinking. Okay, well, this was, like, the save point from before. Press X to activate the spirit well and restore life and energy. Yeah, game saved. Okay. There might just also be some auto-save points along the way, especially when major stuff happens. I don't know. Anyway. So the thing that I was going to bring up, just for discussion's sake.
Yeah.
Have you heard the kind of debate making its ways around the internet lately about the blue and red buttons?
Blue and red buttons? I don't think so.
Okay, so it's a bit of a doozy and has caused quite a stir.
Okay.
On the internet, I'll just say. So, long story short, the way that the question works is, you and a bunch of people assume up to, like, everybody in all of existence.
Okay.
You all have two buttons. One red, one blue. If the majority of people press the blue button, everybody lives. But if the majority of people, like even a little bit above 50%, press the red button, anybody who pressed blue does not survive.
Okay.
Which button do you press?
So, okay, so if you, like, basically if everybody didn't press the blue button, nobody would die.
Oh yeah, so, sorry, here's, sorry, say that again?
Like, if you press the red button, nothing happens to you no matter what, right?
Yeah, so essentially what it ends up boiling down to is, I mean, yeah, sure, if the majority of people press the blue button, everybody lives, but if you press the red button, you're safe either way.
I see. Okay, so it's like a self-sacrifice versus like faith in, or with faith in humanity type of thing.
Yeah, so essentially it's the dilemma ends up boiling down to, all right, do you take the option that clearly preserves yourself,
yeah,
but also take the chance that you have contributed to everyone else's fate who didn't press the same button as you?
yeah,
Or do you take the option that contributes to everybody being safe?
yeah. I think you have to press the blue button.
Yeah, so the way the debate has absolutely raged online that I've seen is, honestly, I've read and seen a lot more from the people who are deciding to push the red button. I guess because they feel like they need to defend their choice or whatever. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, it's just a self-serving choice.
well, yeah, and that's the thing. People in the comments of a lot of these posts end up saying, like, well, the red button people are selfish, but they don't see themselves as selfish, they see themselves as logical, because that's the option that guarantees their survival.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you would only press the red button because of self. You're just looking out for yourself. That's it. Like, you are contributing basically to the potential death of everyone else. So yeah, it's totally just self-serving.
But the thing is, the red button pushers don't see it that way.
I mean, you're not helping anybody else. So you're still...
But they don't see it. They don't see it as where that's the point of the situation.
Like, I basically see it like this. It's basically like if it's World War II times and the draft is instated. The blue button is you serve your country, you go fight in the military. If you win the war, you know, people are going to live. The red button pushes the draft dodgers. Well, I got to look out for myself. Like, do I really owe it to the rest of the people that just live around me to go, like, possibly lose my life? So I'm just going to run away. That's kind of how I see it. I don't know.
Yeah,
and
so,
I feel like...
just for the record, I would at least think that I would press the blue button as well, but I just...
Yeah.
In order to not frame it as, you know... I don't, like it's an obvious thing, because I'm not trying to, like, you know, morally dunk on people who would push red. I'm presenting their perspective now for the sake of the discussion, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the people who are defending the red button have had a tendency to reframe the discussion like it's a trolley problem, wherein they basically claim that, well, okay, if you push the red button, essentially nothing happens. It's the people who are pressing the blue button that are intentionally, like, putting themselves at risk when they don't need to, supposedly. So it's as if, you know, okay, take you know, a trolley problem where you've got one decision does one thing and, you know, another gets people run over by a train. They're saying it's as if, you know, you took that kind of problem and started off with everybody on the safe track, and then the people pushing the blue button are, like, intentionally throwing themselves into a dangerous situation. So,
I mean,
they're saying it as if, like, the lack of self-preservation from the other people is stupid.
I mean, like, if with that logic, it's like, well, like, they're basically saying, okay, well, everyone should press the red button and you'll be fine. But
yeah,
the same thing is true if everyone presses the blue button, then everyone's fine.
Yeah.
Not like...
And that's the thing, where the blue button pushers will come in and be like, well, you'd get the same result if everybody pushed blue. The thing is, you need everybody to push red the moment red has the majority in order to get everyone's survival.
Like, okay, you can't control what others do, and there will always be people who press both buttons. Like, you will never convince billions of people to do the same thing. There will always be outliers.
Yeah.
So there's always, to set the record straight, there will always be blue button pushers. You cannot get around that. However, we can save those, whether you think they're idiotic or not, you can save those people by getting a majority to press the blue button. If you press the red button you are potentially like basically condemning the outliers to die. Basically, you're contributing to
Yeah,
it. So
and that's part of the problem with part of the problem I see with the red button perspective is that, like, yeah, okay, these other the I'm trying to think of how to word it. So it's like they claim that it's just a lack of self-preservation from the blue button pushers, but really it's like, okay, well, from a moral standpoint, the ideal situation is everybody lives. So by pressing the red button, you are making it more likely that we do not get the ideal situation.
yes, yeah, that's a really good way to put it.
Plus, you don't need as many people to push the blue button in order to get the ideal situation.
Yeah.
You only need the majority, not everybody. Whereas,
everybody,
if red has the majority, you need everybody to push red to get the ideal situation.
which will never ever happen. It'll never happen. You'll never get everybody to do it.
As the existence of this fierce discussion online only proves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in case anyone's wondering, the initial poll or whatever that prompted this discussion, it, at least any screenshots that I've seen shown for this, had blue with a 56% majority.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's... Hey, look at that. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I'm picking the right choice by picking blue. The other thing is, like, you could say, okay, well, you're putting yourself at risk, but it's like, at the end of the day, okay, if I die, I know I did the right thing. I tried to save people. You're sacrificing yourself for others, but I'll die with a clean conscience instead of the red button pushers who at the end of their life is like, well, eventually you got to come to terms with the fact that those people who died, you were part of the reason they died, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, it's not like you are solely responsible, but you are at least partially contributing to that.
Yeah. No way around that.
This is going to be crazy if it has some kind of tie-in to the Bible passage you share, but speaking of which, let's get to that. Because I think we've said probably the majority of what we're going to say for this discussion.
It is a little bit related, sort of. Not really, though. So, I am reading from...
Jesus would have pushed the blue button, I think.
Yes, yeah, totally. Well, he did. I mean, literally, he did already.
But, you know, he's Jesus, so he got the, he still got the kind of red button results even after pushing the blue button.
Yes.
For himself, I mean. Like, not that other people died because of him. He saved other people and yet got to survive, even though he was very much in the minority.
So yeah, this is going to be from James chapter 1, and I just we can wait till after style.
Just getting another quest, I guess. That one's a side quest, though. Interesting. So I can choose to track that one instead of the current main quest of getting to the Guardian of the Marsh.
Okay.
Anyway.
I just, like... I probably said it on the show, I'm just trying to figure out what to do with, like, my career path and decisions with my family and stuff like that. So I was asking myself the question, how does God give guidance. That was a lot of the same letter. God giving guidance. Alliteration. Okay, anyway, sorry. And I feel like this kind of sort of answers that question in some ways, and so I'll just read it and then I can talk about it. So this is James 1, 2 through 8. Consider it joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea blown and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do. And I kind of just took this in a little bit different way than face value, just because, like, I was reading a couple other passages, and it's like, okay, so if you lack wisdom, you should ask God and believe that the wisdom is going to come to you, because in that way you're going to be paying attention and looking for, because I believe like God works through his word, you reading scripture, he works through people giving advice, he works through a lot of these different things, and if you're asking for wisdom and you believe that he's going to give it to you, you will be kind of reading into all of these ways that God gives us guidance. And like the second part of that is if you're a doubter, you'll forget, or you're just like, I don't know if it's really going to come, or like yeah, it says this person is double-minded and unstable in all they do, so it's just like, you know, you ask for it and it's like, yeah, well, it's never going to come, and you're kind of negative, and like, yeah, of course you're not going to receive the wisdom. You're not looking for it. You're not listening for it.
Or even if you did receive the wisdom, it's possible you're not trusting it because you're not trusting God to give you the wisdom.
Exactly.
Like you might think it's from something else instead.
Yeah. So, and it also says that God gives generously to all without finding fault. And so that means, like, despite whatever, like, if you're worried about, like, oh, I've been sinning recently, and so, like, God's not going to give me the wisdom because of that. And it's like, no, that's not the case. He gives to you freely, just like the grace to be saved, just like the grace to be forgiven. If you ask for wisdom, you will receive it, and don't just expect that nothing's going to happen. Yeah, and then it kind of talks about patience before this. I'm going backwards, I guess, through what I read. The testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. And I feel like that's also kind of contributing to what we're saying. Like, you need to be patient and faithful, and you know, through this perseverance, the answer will come. And it might not be immediate, it might not be in the way you expect, but let perseverance finish its work so you can be mature and complete. Just like it says there. Oh, jeez. My water fell down.
Okay, I see how this whole assigning abilities thing is working now. So, I now have something called Regenerate.
Ooh.
So I can still channel energy to heal. It just maybe doesn't make a save point in this case.
Yeah, what happened to the saving?
And I don't know if I want to equip that, because it increases how much damage I take, in addition to how much I deal.
Yeah, at least not right now, maybe.
What is that? I don't know. See, now that I have more movement stuff, I almost wonder if I could go back to this area and get this thing that I didn't get before. But I don't know, do I want to do a whole bunch of, like, sidetracks and stuff with this one, since I didn't before? You know, in the first game, I mean. I don't know, maybe I should. I cannot break this thing, apparently. At least not right now. This shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Especially now that I can climb and double jump and... I have gained some movement pretty quickly. Gorlek ore. Clever craftsman could use this to repair structures.
Huh.
I'm sure that's something we'll find out more about later.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay. 3 different path branches. None of them seem like they're going to lead to where I need to go, though, so I think now I'll go back.
Yeah.
I guess I would have, gotten to that stuff eventually, just from other quests taking me here. Oh well. Like, I realize I've got pretty much the same, well, not even all of the same, just some of the same abilities as the last game, but I don't know, something about this kind of feels like it's still a little more fluid than the first game.
Interesting. Oh, that's cool. Maybe it's the design of the level. They kind of got the hang of how things should feel. I don't know.
But, yeah. So, very interesting.
Yeah. It's good. Seems like a really good game. Or a really good sequel.
Hey, who are you?
Lupo.
Map maker extraordinaire. Care to purchase a map of these fine fins for 50 spirit light? Okay, so this is operating more like currency now.
Yeah,
instead of ability points. You know what? Sure, let's buy it.
Much obliged. There you go, little buddy.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Now I can see ways that maybe I'm supposed to get at least closer to my objective.
That is very helpful. That was worth the money. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Lupo. But now I feel like we kind of need to wrap this up, which means... Am I going to have to go all the way back to the save point there? Or, well, it seems like it's been auto-saving.
Yeah.
Like, at certain spot, or, you know, after certain moments, it's been showing an indicator of sorts in the bottom left of the screen. Like that, almost.
Yeah.
And that almost, well... I'm not sure if that's autosave or if that's just something loading, but I am inclined to think it's an autosave sort of thing. Okay, well, all that to say then, I guess that's gonna do it for now. Hope you enjoyed watching.
Yeah.
I guess, you know, let us know which button you'd press.
Yeah.
Red or blue.
In the comments.
Like, we've shared our thinking, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the full, I don't know, the full range of possible thoughts on the matter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anyway, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what comes next.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll see you soon for another video.
Yeah.
And for now, goodbye everybody.
Goodbye.